Have Ping released the ultimate safety net? Is this the end of fin misses, horrible strikes that just don't go anywhere? The Ping G740 irons are here, and they are shockingly impressive. They've slightly shifted the goalposts. We are going wider, bigger, more friendly, just ultimate game improvement, still at the same time featuring all that Ping tech and innovation that we're so used to now seeing. These super game improvement irons are designed to turn the worst shots into okay shots. Have Ping Golf found the cheat code for the game improvement iron? Let's kick this off by taking a look at what this club looks and feels like. So this is exactly what I want to see from a Ping iron. Certainly in their Uber game improvement set, we see a good amount of offset, progressive, so less in the wedge, less in the, a bit more in the 7, and loads in the 5 iron, like properly loads. And look at this triangular shape. I love this sole and this triangular shape. It's the best. And when you put it down by the ball, you can even see a bit of the club out the back. You can see that triangle. And the reason I love to look at that is it just shouts and screams, help, game improvement, help me launch the ball, which is everything most people watching this video actually need help with, believe it or not. Let's see what they feel like. I'm expecting quite a big kind of Ping clip off the face with the side of his head, and it is. Like, that is a beefy sound. Oh yeah, like boom. If you want something that's going to feel like it's going to shove the ball in the air, you want something that's going to make a sound that makes people kind of around you know that you've hit something, the G740s are going to do that. And look at the 5 iron again. Huge, beautiful, triangular, helpful set. They're just like hybrids with a hole in the back, basically. And I promise you, loads of people watching should be playing a set of irons like this. If I was a Ping player, this is kind of where I would sit. Like, I would sit, I don't care. Just give me 5 iron 220, get on. Give me that launch, give me that help, give me that friendly look. The age of golf clubs having to look all beautiful because we work more with data now is changing. These look game improvement, absolutely fantastic. And they sound game improvement loud. Everything I would want from a G740 release from Ping. So let's take a look at what's under the hood of the G740 irons. Ping say they're focusing on stability, launch, and impact geometry. So we've got a 22% wider sole and 3% longer blade length. This allows Ping to push that weight deeper, further back, giving you that stability you need on the many off-center hits we all hit. So that resistance to twisting when you don't hit it in the middle, it will keep those ball speeds up, allowing you to get a more consistent distance out of every shot. They've got built-in low face protection. Most amateurs, when they're mishitting their iron shots, hit them out the bottom. So by really trying to move that center of gravity lower, by pushing all that weight down to the bottom of the club, they're trying to enhance that low face strike, the place where we all hit it, and certainly lesser strikers hit the ball, which is costing them so much distance. The new Ping G740 irons are built to try and keep some of that distance in when you're hitting down on that face. We get PureFlex technology, so behind a fin flexible face it sits a 3-piece PureFlex cavity badge, giving these clubs that little bit more of a feel than you might get from some cavities, is what Ping are saying, which they can say. I mean, you've seen the feels and the looks, they definitely still feel pretty pingy to me. And there's also some gap in logic in these clubs as well. The 5 and 6 irons, they use a length progression to try and make sure you're not falling off distance in those lower lofted clubs where people often just bunch their distance of clubs up. This club is packed with tech as expected. Let's find out what cost this tech is going to come at to you. So here are the prices in your region per club. Nothing's cheap anymore. I'd like to know what you think these irons would be worth to you. If you're looking for new irons, have you got a budget of what you want to spend? Are these above it or below it? Let me know. Nothing's cheap. You're going to pay for Ping clubs like you are any of the top manufacturers. Let me know what you think of the prices. Now, irons like this will help you with mishits, but if you really want to improve that part of the game, make sure you get my free Golf Swing 101 class. Links in description down below. Absolutely free. It's going to help you with all the fundamentals to make sure you have less mishits. Back to the review. So I was lucky enough to test these golf clubs on the course, and the G740s didn't let me down. As I expected, they're friendly. You can stand there and just belt it out of the gate. I felt like I could swing at full speed. There was so much help in that head. I'm so used to looking at this size of club now that I just can't imagine going back to smaller. I can't imagine giving up any of that benefit. Certainly on the course when you're having to play such variations of shots. I tested it on little kind of feathery shots as well as flat out shots, and I feel like I have all the control that I have with any other club. All it's going to help me more is with my top end, because it does give that friendly face that I feel like I can just go at it with that head. When it came to chipping around the green as well, it just felt like I could do anything with these clubs. I think you just got to get over some of these preconceptions we have about what clubs can do and can't do, and maybe just going for something that's going to help you as much as possible. I don't see a downside for that for any standard of golfer. Again, if I was a Ping player, I could absolutely play these as my on-course clubs. I thought they were fantastic, and on the course they didn't surprise me, which I didn't want them to. They did exactly what I was expecting, which is just feel super easy to do whatever I needed to do in any situation. So the numbers are what I would expect hitting a 7-iron. We're carrying 206 average yards. That's exactly where I would put these clubs. They're powerful, they're launching high. I feel confident with them, so I'm just able to smash it. Now, obviously, if you're a high handicapper, you might play that differently, but it's still going to offer as much help as possible. Look at the launch, 17 degrees. It's to the top end of my tolerance. It's green on my Golf Tech software here, so 18 is the high end, which is what you would want from this club. It's spinning low, and that's because a mixture of indoors, and this club will spin low from this mat because I'm able to hit it higher on that face. Outside, you'd put another 1,000 revs on that, which would still put it in the lower spin category. Again, that's why some of the distance we're seeing is coming out. Ball speed's at 135. I'm swinging the club around 91 mile an hour, which is pretty good for me with a 7-iron at the moment. And look at the descent angle, 46 degrees. Kind of not the biggest descent angle out of any of these clubs, but certainly within the green tolerance to get me to stop on a green, so I can get rid of a little bit of spin and enjoy some land angle. The numbers are powerful and strong, everything you'd expect from this kind of club from Ping. So who are these clubs for? And my conclusion was they're really for anyone. You've just got to drop your ego. If you can drop all those ego ideas around golf, which is tough, and just work more in with what's going to perform best for you, you're going to find it hard to find something that performs better. Now, if you find the offset makes you overturn it, I get it, they're not for you because they are offset. If you look down at a bigger club and you test another one that is more in your looks bracket and the performance is the same, go with what looks better. But if it comes to just performance, these were super impressive. They did everything I expected. To be fair, they're going to be aimed at people who can't strike the ball as well. They're going to be aimed at the kind of improving golfer as game improvement irons. But anyone could actually play these. If you're after some help, they are offering a lot of help.